You don't need years of experience to teach others. You don't need hundreds of hours to teach other people, because there are people that are lower than you. There are people that are not at your level, even though you're still a beginner. There are people that are lower than you, and you are able to teach them. You are able to teach them how to get to your point. You may not be at the top level, you may not be the best of your craft or whatever, you may not be the top 1%, but there are people that are below you, inevitably, unless you're the lowest of the lowest. You have some areas where you are better than others. You know that. It may be fitness, it may be speaking, it may be getting girls. There are areas in your life where you have more experience. When I was young, I was thinking I can't teach others because I'm not the best and there are other people that are better than me. But that's not how you should think. You should think that there are people that are lower than you and you can teach those people. I have a story. A few days ago, I was hanging out with my brothers and we found two boxing gloves. And I got my brother and I gave him one glove and I had one glove. So we each had a glove in our hand. One hand had a glove and one didn't. And we started like boxing for a bit. We started like throwing some punches. We were having fun. We were just having fun. That's it. We were just having fun. We were just hitting each other. I didn't try to hit them as hard as possible. We were just boxing. It wasn't real boxing. We were just sparring, whatever. And I became interested in boxing. I found it extremely interesting. I wanted to learn more. And that's exactly what I did. I went online and I watched two YouTube videos. Two YouTube videos on how to throw a punch and how to defend. That's it. And I just practiced them. I just saw what the guy was doing and I was just like throwing like this. I was defending. I was practicing like the guy. That's genuinely all I did. I just watched two YouTube videos, three YouTube videos on how to throw a punch, how to correctly throw a punch, how to block, how to move. I just watched some videos and I implemented them and I learned what that guy was teaching me. And I kid you not, an hour later, I was teaching my brother what I've learned. I perfected my punch and I was teaching my brother what I've learned. I was teaching my brother boxing even though I had no experience. As I said, two YouTube videos. That's it. I genuinely watched a YouTube video and after that I was teaching my brother how to throw a punch, how to defend, how to move, how to get a punch. I was teaching my brother all of these and those things I've learned an hour earlier, 2 hours earlier. That's it. You don't need to know everything there is about a skill. If you have some knowledge, you can teach others that. As I said, my brother didn't know anything about boxing. My brother knew absolutely nothing about boxing. And I took the time to learn, to implement, to learn a bit. And I became like he was at this level and I went to this level, level 2. He was at level 0. And I taught him how to get to level 1, level 2. That's it. With two YouTube videos. Because as I said, there are some areas in your life where you're like level 12. Let's say you're level 12. You've mastered the skill of reading. You now are able to sit down and read for an hour without any problem. That's a skill you can learn. And some people these days have the attention span of a fish, of a goldfish. Their reading level is here. Yours is here and theirs is here. They're level 1 at reading. They can't read a book. And you can teach them how to read a book. You can teach them how to stop using social media, to increase their attention span, to be able to sit down and read a book. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have to have this fear. Oh, I'm not the best reader in the world. I'm not the fastest reader in the world. You are not. Of course, you're not. You may be, but you're not. But you're at this level. Why not teach others how to get from this to this? You may not be the best student in your math class, let's say. You may not be the smartest, but you're not the stupidest student, you're not the lowest student. You're, let's say, here. Let's say you're the 10th guy. You can teach the person that's lower than you. You can teach them you can teach them math, actually. You can teach them how to do, I don't know what you learn in math now. You can teach them math. Simple. You can make money this way, bro. You just have to learn first, implement it, perfect it in your own way, make it as good as possible, learn it as best as possible, and then teach others that are not at that level yet. That's what all these self-improvement YouTubers are doing. They are learning, implementing, perfecting, and then teaching. I'm teaching you with this channel. I was once at the bad point. Then I learned. I watched other YouTube videos on these topics. Second step, to learn. I was learning. Then I implemented what I was learning. I was doing the good habits. I stopped doing the bad habits. Then I perfected them. I became better, let's say, at lifting. I watched the YouTube videos on how to lift, on what is the gym, everything, every workout. Then I started doing them. I started getting the hang of it. I fell in love with it. I perfected it. I'm now trying to perfect my form, trying to perfect my habits, trying to go consistently. And now I'm teaching it. I'm not the best looking guy. There are millions of guys that look better than me. I look good, yes, because I put in the work, but there are guys that are way better than me. But why are you watching me then? Because a guy that's at this level, that's level 100, let's say, forgot about how it was like when he was at level 1. But the guy that's at level 10 does a better job at teaching the level 1 player how to get to level 10. The level 100 guy teaches people that are like at his level and trying to get to the best level. It's hard for a level 100 person to teach a level 1 guy, because the level 1 guy thinks, bro, he's too far away, the goal is too far away, it's too hard, he doesn't understand what I'm going through. But the level 10 guy has been through the level 1's guy pain recently, and it's easier for him to tell you, okay, do this and this and this, and if it's hard for you in this area, do this. And I know people are looking at you, but you can think like this. And he can get from this to this. That's how you make money online. That's what all these YouTubers are doing. First, they were at a bad point. Then step 1, they learned. Then they implemented. Then they perfected it. And then they teach it. That's what I do. I teach you what I've learned. And I'm not making hundreds of dollars a day, bro. I'm not making any money. But now I'm learning how to do it. And after I learned, I perfected it, and then I teach you that. I can't teach you something that I haven't experienced, that I haven't learned from. So get that fear out of your mind, bro. You can teach people that are lower than you. There are billions of people that are lower than you, especially if you've made progress in an area. There are millions of guys that may look at you and learn from you because they want to get to your point. That's what you have to do. If you enjoyed the video, scroll down and click on the subscribe button, bro. It will help both of us, especially you. See you later. Mwah.